Hi guys, this is Vo, the Weekend Gamer. Yeah, so this is going to be my little review of the Hori Fight and Stick Mini. Now that I've had it for a few days, played around with it, I'm going to tell you what I think. And I'm going to start with the positive, because there are some negative stuff and I'll address them. So the positive is that it's really a beautiful design. I like the artwork. I like the button layout. It goes right over his feet here. The Street Fighter 2 logos predominantly over here. Little switch icon here. And this is kind of like a matted finish. It doesn't feel like the artwork's going to rub off, unlike Arcade 1-Up, where if your hands are over it's going to rub off the artwork. It doesn't feel like that's going to happen here. And I'm sure somebody as a professional, like a company like Hori, have been in this market for a long time. They know what they're doing, and I actually own a few other controllers from Hori, and I've used them all, and their artwork doesn't rub off at all. So I can tell you that this is going to be pretty nice, unrubbable. Now, I bought the stick mostly because I wanted a small, portable stick, and the size is actually a pro and a con. So the positive is that you can just bring this anywhere over to your friend's house, and it's light. It's very light. But that's also negative, and I'll address that in the negative part. But it's small, it's light, doesn't feel too bad. So the other thing is, like, if you like Joystick, you'll love this stick. It's a mechanical switch here. You can hear that. Buttons are great. No, these are not like sandwall buttons. Obviously, they're like probably Hori's own button, and there's not too much travel. They do spring up right away. And the other positive thing is that it's small enough for children or somebody who doesn't have adult size hand that can't travel from A through to L. It's gonna be it's good enough for them. And the other cool thing is that it works with the Nintendo Switch, PC, Raspberry Pi. So this is all positive things for this little stick. Oh, also the price. $59, or you can probably get away with $50 if you look around. But that's not a bad price for a controller. Think about it. You buy a Xbox controller, that's $50. You buy two, like a Joy-Con set, that's $70. So this, to me, is a really good value for a deal. Now, if you compare it to a real fight stick, let me see. Oh my god, this thing is so heavy. So this is a real arcade fight stick. It's really an unfair comparison to, compare a real fight stick to, the portable thing. So prices aside, what you're getting for like a pro stick, this is the Razer. The pro thing is that it's actually, you can actually like just switch out the buttons if you don't like the buttons. And I guess, so let's go with the cons then. So the cons, artwork not replaceable, buttons not replaceable. None of this is really replaceable. Now, I'm sure somebody can and has replaced the buttons and stuff like that, but really, what's the point? You're spending like $60. I think this is as it is. It's small and it's portable. It's also because it's light and small that it does tend to move around. Well, I have it on a table, so you do want something that anchors it down. But if you have it on your lap, for example, you need to anchor it down with your other hand so you can move this around while you're fighting. Okay, so the size and the weight is also a con as well. Yeah, and the other thing is, basically, I just feel like it's really, if you're into fighting game, you're into fighting stick, you really actually need to save up for a real a full size, like a Mad Catz, a Razer, any of this fight stick maker that makes full size thing. And the reason why you pay more is you can, if you don't like the button layout, you can switch it out. You don't like the artwork, you can switch it out. And there's more option for it. But comparing the two is really not fair to the Hori stick fighting mini. And the mini is actually a real. I like the size. I do like the size. It's just that I feel it's so light. I think they need to weigh it down just a little more. But otherwise, overall, if you're thinking of getting kind of like an extra portable fight stick, I think this is a great deal. You're looking for a gorgeous looking stick, this is it. I did contemplate on buying the Chun-Li version of this stick. So a friend come over, they can grab one or the other. But I do have the bigger fight stick, so that maybe that's fine enough for me. So I may not even get the Chun-Li fight stick, but I do want it. But anyway, other than that, yeah, if you have only $60 to spend, definitely think about this one. If you have a little more money, Razer's always doing clearance on their stick. I do recommend the here. I do recommend the Panthera or whatever their fight stick's called, and get the first version because it has it's a lot easier to access your compartment. First of all, it has this hydraulic stuff here that will keep it up, and its button layout's great. And the beautiful thing is that these are like the sandwall buttons and stick. Okay, if you buy the new version, they actually downgraded. I feel like it's downgraded. You pay more, but they're downgrading your buttons and stuff. So just FYI. Anyway, thank you for watching.